Spain's prolific award-winning poet Guillem Gavalda, Nadra Mabrouk from Egypt and Ukrainian Iryna Starovoyt are some of the international poets that will headline this year's annual Poetry Africa Festival hosted by the University of KwaZulu-Natal Center for Creative Arts. Organisers say the 6-day program will feature interactions and engagements with poets through performances, through readings and book launches, with a number of poets featured each evening. And to tell us more, we are joined from my Durban studios by Poetry Africa Festival curator Siphindile Hlongwa. Siphindile Hlongwa, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Right. Now, for someone who may not know what the Poetry Africa Festival is and it's all about, what was the inspiration behind establishing a festival of this nature?
Poetry for Africa has been running for 23 years now. It features poets, spoken word poets. It's a platform that is offered to poets to actually share their work with the audiences in Durban. They share their feelings and issues that we are currently dealing with, especially in South Africa. The recent xenophobic attacks as well as the GBV issues that we're dealing with in South Africa. So this is a space where we have created for information sharing and also promoting the poets and the work that they are doing.
I mean, 23 editions later, what can you single out as one factor that has made this festival grow and evolve since inception?
We have decided this year to move out of the traditional space that we normally in, but we're going to be there for half of the festival, which is the Elizabeth Snaden Theatre. This year we're going to be at the Chairman on Thursday, where poetry meets jazz. So we're going to have a live band on stage with poets. And also we're going to be doing another performance at the KZN SA Gallery on Friday as well. Another special feature is that we are moving Poetry Africa for one day to Richards Bay, where we're going to be engaging with poets from Northern KZN.
And I do understand that the festival has also invited poets from outside South Africa. Do you want to take us through this?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have invited, we've got a special focus this year with the Lagos Poetry Festival. So we've got 5 poets from Nigeria, whom I think they've landed in Durban now, to participate in the festival. And then we've also got partnerships with the Ukrainians you've earlier mentioned, as well as Spain. We've got a Catalonian poet that is coming to Poetry Africa as well. So it's through all these relationships that we are having, and also one of the objectives of the center that the festival is housed under, it's facilitating exchange programs. So that's what we're going to be doing with the Lagos Poetry Festival. At the end of this month, we're going to be taking South African poets to Lagos.
I mean, you've just highlighted some of the poetry powerhouses in the world, which you've got in touch with and struck a collaboration with. And I suppose that it shows the growth of this craft and of poetry in South Africa. But then, are you seeing the love the love of poetry, especially amongst people in KZN?
There is love. There's a constant growth in attendance, and also we see it on our social media pages. People constantly wanting to come to Poetry Africa, and also we do have some sort of a developmental program where we actually take the Poetry Africa Festival to our townships. We're going to be in different schools also, and this will also include the Albert Luthuli Museum in Granville.
And there will be SA Poet Laureate and activist Mongane Waliserote is also on the lineup. Do give us more details about the lineup and who will be taking part.
Waliserote is on the lineup. Nadra Mabrouk from Egypt. The 5 Nigerians, Ife, Yomi, Titilo Pesonuga, and Besh Amunemi. And we have got South African poets, of which we're very excited about as well, is Mo Africa, Mugati, we've got Busisiwe Mahlangu, and we've got 2 poets from Pietermaritzburg, Themba Qwabe, as well as Luleka Mhlanzi.
There's very interesting facets of this festival, Siphindile. You've just mentioned the jazz meets poet session, and I think it will be met with so much interest and enthusiasm. So, what else will be tackled in the discussions? I mean, what themes will be discussed in those discussions?
Okay, we've curated it on daily basis. Like on Monday, all the poets will be on stage, but on Tuesday there will be a special focus on women poets. As well, on Wednesday we're looking at the continent, Africa. So most of the African poets will be performing that night. It's also looking at on Saturday when we are at the Rivertown Beer Hall. We will also have book launches taking place there. Open mic, the famous open mic that is always packed on every Saturday of the festival, and then we'll have the Durban Slam competition as well, and then the finale performance of the festival.
Okay, so how do we take part?
You can purchase your tickets for the first 3 days of the festival, which is going to be at the Elizabeth Snedden Theatre, at CompuTicket, and at the chairman, the Rivertown Beer Hall, as well as the KZN SA Gallery. We're going to get your tickets at the door.
All right,
They are 60 rands each.
Okay, Siphindile, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.